Check natin kung nakapag-turn in kayo ng activity ninyo dito sa ethics at i-check na rin natin agad yung scores ninyo since MS form naman yun, na-generate agad ang score. I-check ko lang. Ayan. 12, 13, 18. Very good si Glacylin Alcantara, 18. Same with Romelin, 18. 15 naman si Andrea. May mga naka-8, 9 sa inyo ha. Hindi nyo iniintindi yung sinan kong video lecture. Mary Grace, 18. Joseph Cristobal, 14. May 9, may 8. Oh my God, may 3. Ginigigil nyo ko. 12, si Laika May. 14, Desiree. 13, si J. Diaz. May 8, may 8. May 13 ulit, si Jerome. 18, si Christy Felix. 17, si Mary Jane Ferrer. 17, si Rose Ann Ferrer. May 9, may 8, may 4, may 11, Jenny Lou. 14, Juliana. 18, Junel. 17, Kate Reman. 16, si Krisha Dean. 13, Maricel Mislang. May naka-5. 16 naman si Marvy Vesperas. May naka-8. Ayan. So, ang highest nyo ay 18, pero ang daming naka-score ng 18. But kaya walang naka-19 or walang 20? Madali lang yung activity. You will either choose between moral or non-moral doon sa mga activities na binigay ko. For example, tandaan ko doon yung kicking your brother for teasing you, ata yung nilagay ko doon. So is it moral or non-moral? Okay, let's first have a quick review on what moral and what non-moral is. By the way, dito sa ethics, I will allow you to speak in Filipino kasi medyo mahirap intindihin yung mga concepts dito. And so, para nagkakaintindihan tayo at for your benefit then, we are allowed to use the Filipino language in this subject, ethics. Who can raise his hand and tell me the difference between moral and non-moral standard? Yes, Marie Jane Ferrer.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, the differences between moral standards or moral issue and non-moral standards or matter of taste is that moral standards are we have the right to force others to act accordingly, while on the other hand, non-moral standards is about we don't have the right to impose them on others.
All right, very good difference between the two. Lagi nyo na lang tatandaan, lagi nyo iisipin na kapag ka moral standard, since moral yan, may karapatan ka na i-enforce yung standard na yan, hindi lang sa sarili mo, kundi sa iba. Pero kapag ka non-moral standard siya, especially if it's so personal or it's just a matter of preference or taste, then you are out of one's taste or preference. For example, ang preference ko ay color blue, wala kang karapatan na sabihan ako na dapat ang gusto ko ay pink. Okay? So that's already under the category of non-moral. Pero pag moral, this is something that is deeper. Kapag sinaktan ko ang isang tao, for example, you can call me out and tell me that is wrong. Or you don't have the right to hurt others physically unless you wanna suffer from this and that, diba? The consequences of the laws, etc., etc. So that's the main difference between moral and non-moral. Aside from that, anyway, parang nasabi ko na rin, let's not dwell on that. Pero since walang naka-perfect sa inyo, akala ko nga ang lowest dito 19, tapos lahat kayo 20, ganon. Diba? Taas pa ng standard. And at least may naka-18. I'm very glad na may naka-18. Although for me, it's easy. Madali lang naman mag-decipher ng moral at non-moral. Kapag ka malalim, seryosong bagay, moral. Kapag ka matter of taste, a matter of preference, kapag ka personal level, non-moral siya. Anyway, I will share my screen sa inyo. Let's take a look back at the 20 activities or 20 items na nilagay ko dito, and then, sagutan natin siya kung bakit moral or at kung bakit non-moral. Alright, so, open ko yung yung nakitaan ko ng story, si Education. Sino na yun? Naka-18 siya dito. Not sure if I recall her name right. Si Christy Felix. Am I right? Christy Felix, friend kita sa Facebook, tama?
Yes po, ma'am.
Nag-story ka nung sa interview mo, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. You're one of the highest scorers. Okay, so sa iyo yung i-review natin. Tignan natin kung ano yung dalawang mali mo. Right. Ay, bakit mali yung nag-open? Christy Felix, over there. Iba yung nag-open. 18 ka. Kanang class. Hanapin natin si Christy Felix. Ito yung example ko sa inyo.
Leandro Estabilio. Pinsel, evangelist na. Kid Anthony Fernandez.
Walang class ha. Taking me minutes na hanapin yung work ni Christy Felix. Ay.
BJ Figueres. Figueres? Miss Damberger Sierra. Ina.
Hirap mo hanapin, Christy, ha?
Wilbur. Refaldo. Micaela Guerrero. Charles Dundayo.
My God, bakit ang layo na? Hindi ko pa rin nahanap.
Jimwell Mendoza.
Anyway, wag na si Christy. Si Romeline Arcilia na lang since 18 din naman siya. Over 20. I'll be sharing my screen now.
Margaret Rivera.
Ayan, nakikita nyo na class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this will serve as your review na rin. Although kapag ka-quiz, hindi ganito ang type of quiz ninyo. So, pang-activity lang ito. Pagka-quiz, expect na identification, etc. Okay, let's have number 1. Drinking alcoholic beverages, it's obviously non-moral standard. Kasi kapag gustong uminom ng alak ng isang tao, wala ka namang karapatan para pagsabihan siya na huwag kang uminom yan. Okay, so that's non-moral. Number 2, stealing 20 pesos from the pocket of your classmate. Oh, syempre moral standard yan. Baka sasabihin nyo sa akin, non-moral, matter of taste or preference. So wala ka bang taste kapag ka hindi ka nag-i-steal? May taste ka kapag ka nagnanakaw ka? So obviously, number 2 is a moral standard. Number 3, flirting with the intention of coveting your friend's fiancé. The correct answer here is moral standard. Incorrect ka. So, non-moral yung sinagot mo dito. Tama ba? Tama. So, correct niya yung number 1. Number 2, correct. Yung number 3 ang incorrect niya. Okay. So, para sa'yo, ang pang-aagaw ng boyfriend ay non-moral. Sino to? This is still moral standard class kasi kahit na hindi pa kayo married, the idea here is the coveting, the word coveting. So kahit na hindi mo pa siya asawa, kung boyfriend na siya ng iba, immoral na para sa isang tao na sadyain na akitin ng isang tao para mapasa kanya, boyfriend na nga ng iba. So, hindi yan non-moral. Moral class yan, moral standard yan. Ginigigil niyo ako. Sino to? Sino example ko dito? Okay, number 4. Playing mobile games instead of looking after your baby sister. Okay, non-moral standard. Tama. Shouting at your elder brother for assigning you a household chore, non-moral standard. Number 6, hiding the slippers of your dad because he did not give you allowance. Tama, non-moral standard. Number 7, punching your household helper over and over again. Of course, moral standard na yan. O yung mga bully sa inyo dyan na matapobre na mga rich kids, kapag ka may helper kayo sa bahay, baka pinagtitripan ninyo, sinasaktan ninyo, binubugbog ninyo, that is already punishable by law. Okay, number 8, planning to kill a grumpy neighbor. Okay, alright. Dito nga sa number 8, akala ko, ingay ni Sugus. Ingay. Okay, number 8. Akala ko nga dito kayo malilito sa number 8 because of the word planning. Baka irarason nyo sa akin, planning lang naman, hindi naman niya pinatay. Pero kapag ka pinaplan mo or pinag-iisipan mo, that is already immorality. Kahit na hindi mo pa nagagawa yung sin, kahit hindi mo pa nagagawang patayin yung isang tao, kapag ka pinag-isipan mo na siya, that is already immoral. So very good for getting this. Nakala ko dito kayo malilito kasi planning lang, hindi pa naman killing. Pero it's still part of the moral standard. Okay, number 8, losing the keys of your classroom, non-moral. Corrupting the billion funds for the entire country. Okay, sounds familiar? Charot. Ayan, may mga bash sa akin, may mga post sa akin sa Facebook. Sounds familiar? Sino ba yung, nagnanakaw ng funds ng Pilipinas? Charot. Ayan, moral standard yan. Number 11, denying the crimes of your father. Of course, moral standard yan. Kahit na ang rason mo ay mahal ko ang tatay ko kaya hindi ko ipagtatapat sa otoridad yung kasalanan niya sa pagpatay sa aming kapitbahay, for example, that is already immoral, okay? So moral standard yan. Acquiring luxurious properties using the fund of the country, that's moral standard. Breaking a glass during a meeting, non-moral. Bribing the court judge to be in your side, moral. Hiring people inside a cell to hurt a prisoner, moral. Hiring a gunman, moral. Kicking your classmate for testing you, non-moral standard. Wanting for your old phone to be ruined for your mom to buy you a new one, non-moral. At saan nagkamali itong si Romelyn Arcilia sa number 19. Cutting trees to put up a mall as part of one's business. Aha. Mamaya ka i-discuss ko, mas maintindihan nyo kung bakit moral standard ito at hindi non-moral. Kasi incorrect niya eh. So, ang sagot mo dito ay non-moral. This is part of moral. In fact, ito yung mga pinaka-measure ng morality ng isang tao. Kasi this is the largest context actually eh. Kasi ang morality ay test within oneself. So, personal level lang yun. At kapag ka organizational level, kapag ka may involved na boss mo, pero kapag pag sinabi natin na largest context yung environmental na ang involved. So environmental, it doesn't necessarily talk about trees, pero trees naman yung example natin dito. Pag sinabi natin environmental, malakihang setting na. So, hindi lang within your organization, pero for example, within the whole country, environmental ang tawag doon. Societal, ayan, hindi lang small community. So, itong number 19, ito ang pinaka-measure ng morality ng isang tao. So, puputulin mo yung mga puno, ipagtatanggal mo sila para sa personal na interest mo kasi magpapatayo ka ng mall. So, asa ng konsensya mo na pagka bumagyo, maaaring mapahamak yung mga tao na nakatira doon, maaaring magkaroon ng landslide, it will end up to disaster and many deaths, many fatalities, diba? Nasaan ang conscience mo na para sa pera ay kaya mong mamutol ng 100 puno para magpatayo ng mall. Alright? Okay, number 20, ordering people to evacuate their own land for you to build your mines. Moral standard. Alright. Okay, so I hope that is clear, class. Raise your hand naman kung kahit papano sa pag-explain ko ng 1 to 20, clear na sa inyo ang difference between moral standard and non-moral standard. Ayan, may top 1 tayo. Si Mary Jane kanina. Okay. So, dadalawa lang kayo na nakaintindi. How about the others? You participate class ha. Mag-raise ka na nga lang ng hand mo. Hindi mo pa magawa. Alright. Okay, I can see a lot of hands now. Okay. And because of that, tapos na tayo sa moral versus non-moral standard, meanings of ethics. Now we proceed with, aside from the meanings of ethics and difference between moral versus non-moral, we also already talked about the importance of rules and then the reasons why we are studying ethics doon sa video lecture na sinend ko. Anyway, are we already on record? Yung president natin, nire-record na ba niya tong klase?
Yes,
Alright, very good. Okay, so now we are proceeding to our next topic, which is moral dilemma. Ayan. Pen ko lang yung aking PowerPoint presentation. Please pay attention.
Ayan, kita na. Okay, ito yung mga disasters na nangyari. It is because of poor human-computer interaction. Because of the poor knowledge about HCI. No? Kapag sinasabi natin poor HCI, poor design, mali yung aspeto, kaya naging disease. Sa palagay ninyo guys, what's wrong with the most TV remote control? Bakit siya sinasabi, according to study, that most TV remote control are considered a disaster? Any ideas? Yes, let's try juice.
Okay, I'll share my screen now. Please confirm if you can already see my screen. Kikita na class?
Pero sa design guys,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I have here a question which will lead us to our next topic here in ethics, which is moral dilemma. Okay, so I will just read to you the question. What if you are, baguhin lang natin ng konti. What if you are caught into a situation wherein you are bound to choose between two or more options concerning moral standards. Sabi ng tanong, paano raw kapag ikaw ay nasa isang sitwasyon kung kailangan mong pumili sa pagitan ng dalawang napakahirap na choices. And what makes the choices difficult is that either of them will benefit you or either of them will cause you good. Ibig sabihin, as a matter of fact, these two, kahit anong piliin mo sa kanila, ay i-harm ka or it will lead to consequences. Okay. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, our topic for this afternoon is all about dilemmas. What are dilemmas? Dilemma is a double proposition. It is a problem offering two unrelated possibilities, neither of which is unambiguously acceptable or preferable. Dilemma is sometimes used as a rhetorical device in the form, you must accept either A or B. Here, A and B are is this A and B.
Sa palagay ninyo guys, yung remote control.
Malipat. A and B would be propositions, each leading to some further conclusions and consequences. Ayun nga, nasabi ko sa inyo kanina, nabanggit ko na ang dilemma ay isang pagkakataon sa inyong buhay kung kailan naharap kayo sa pagpili ng isang mahirap na desisyon or namili kayo sa pagitan ng dalawang options kung saan nag-cause pa rin ng consequence sa inyo. So, pinili mo yung isa, maaring nasaktan mo yung isa, pag pinili yung isa, masasaktan mo pa rin yung isa or ma-harm ka pa rin. So this is not as simple as choosing between playing badminton or playing volleyball. Hindi ganun yon. Hindi ganun ang dilemma. Kasi sabi dito sa dilemma, yung dalawang options ay hindi magbibigay sa iyo ng kagandahan. In fact, it will lead you to consequences. Kaya ang pagpili naman between playing volleyball or playing badminton, hindi ka naman ma-harm doon. Okay lang naman kahit sa aling dalawa ang piliin mo. Unlike dito sa dilemma na ang options na tinutukoy natin dito, Sir Sharon, sorry. Ingay namin kasi dami namin nag-discuss.
You have a distinction.
Ang tinutukoy dito sa dilemma ay mamimili ka sa dalawang pangit na choices. Alright, so raise your hand if you wanna share if you have already experienced being under or having undergone dilemma once in your life.
Mag-kiss na sila, di ba? Tapos gusto mo marinig yung conversation nila, ang gagawin mo,
Desiree Hafalia.
Pero dahil po walang distinction, yung mga keys at the remote control, instead na volume yung mapindot mo, yung channel yung mapindot mo, di ba?
Yes, Desiree.
Napindot mo yung channel instead of the volume.
Desiree, you raised your hand kanina o nakalimutan mo lang ibaba?
Yung mapanood mo na may nalakas na volume, ang nangyari, lumipat pa ng channel 10.
Nakalimutan lang siguro niyang ibaba. Rona Jean Lacuesta, can you share any experience in your life kung saan naharap ka sa isang dilemma? Sir,
Ma'am, yung dun sa may...
Meron? Ginagamit mo yan? Yes, Rona Jean.
Ma'am, dun po dun sa about sa parents ko. Ang ano po kasi, broken family po kasi kami. Hanggang sa time na pinagpili po ako nung magulang ko kung kanina po ako sasama.
Ayun, that is one good example of dilemma. Kasi kahit sino ang piliin niya, it will still lead to consequences. Kapag pipiliin niya ng nanay niya, hindi niya makakasama yung tatay niya. Kapag pipiliin niya yung tatay niya, hindi niya makakasama yung nanay niya. So, ganun ang dilemma. And thank you, Rona Jean, for sharing that dilemma of yours. Although we do not mean to be very personal here in this subject. Pero I admire your bravery and I admire your courage. Thank you for sharing. How about Ferdinand Caranto? You have anything to share? Nagka-dilemma ka na ba sa buhay mo? Teka lang, huhugot ako. Ang dilemma class, kapag brown out, madilema. Ay, tumawa kayo. Tumawa kayo. Record na tumawa. Pag brown out, madilema. Alright. Sige, let's listen to Ferdinand Caranto. Ano yung experience mo kung saan napilitan kang mamili sa dalawang options na hindi maganda?
Ano po ma'am, yung parang dapat
there are maraming box na actually. There are
po, yung bali po, na-discuss yung mga magulang. Bali yung mga mata ng papa ko, na-discuss po silang gawa. So,
Alright.
yung dadalhin na po sila sa hospital mo, hindi pa sila po yung tanggapin. Yung sila po yung sa dalawa. Pinagpili po kami ng doctor. Kung sino yung
Kailangan, lalabas lang ako
kung
sa
sino po
maingal si
yung-
Sir Chris Mark. Kung teacher niyo siya, maingal siya, ano? Pala kasi yung boses niya. Tignan
Ayun,
nila
okay na
labas
po.
ako. Ferdinand, would you mind repeating your answer? Sorry, ayan, medyo nasa tahimik kaya pang lugar na tayo.
Ma'am, yung ano po,
Anyway, Ferdinand, please repeat your answers.
robot
Ferdinand,
po.
sorry kasi ang ingay. O sige na, sagot ka na.
Yun po ma'am, yung which is yun po yung nadisgrasya po yung ng pareho yung mama tsaka papa ko sa sinasakyan nila. Then nung itatagbo na po sila sa ospital ma'am, is imbis po na silang dalawa yung tanggapin sa ospital, pinagpili po kami ng doktor na kung sino yung i-a-admit sa kanilang dalawa po kasi puno na po yung yung hospital na yun ma'am. So parang dumating po sa point namin na sino kaya yung pipili namin na na kung sino kila mama ko or papa ko yung tatanggapin doon sa ospital na yun. Thank you po.
Alright. Okay, thank you, Ferdinand Caranto. That is again a good example kung sino ang i-admit sa hospital. I'm not sure if I understood it right kasi ang ingay, meron tayong environmental barrier na noise, diba? In communication, we learned that in purposive communication na the message is affected by many barriers. And kahit saan ako pumunta ang ingay, Diyos ko Lord. Kaya tayo pupwesto. Okay, alright, anyway, let's not dwell on that so much. So enough of the examples. What I appreciate is that you have already understood what dilemma is. So again, emphasize ko lang, dahil narinig ko yung example ni Ferdinand Caranto, ayan, magandang example yung sa hospital. You have a family member kunwari na ang bumubuhay na lang sa kanya ay mga machines. Klase may audible.
Yes po, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ayan, nawala ako kanina kasi nawala ng internet. Anyways, i-off ko muna yung camera ko, class, para hindi siya makiagaw sa, I don't
Yes, probably. Anyway, basically, one kulang na that needs to be installed. Sabi niya yung teki na question, mga teki na tao. Instead na ready na, nandun na sa question, pero dahil na may kulang na features yung Windows. Nakita natin. Kaya naging masasay. Any idea? May kapay. Marunong sumaya. No comments? Or God gives me.
Ayan, walang internet. Wala. Kaloka.
You can use them and share them with others. Your talents or your treasure.
Anyways, let's continue pa rin. Let's try to continue.
Let's proceed. Your activity. We'll begin now with just one.
Yung adaptability to change. Yung ayaw mo, kasi kung nasaan ako sa ganito yan.
Yan, nakaka-distract naman ang pawala-walang internet. Anyway, narinig ba ako ulit? Sorry, I have to ask again. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes
Okay,
po.
sige. So, balik tayo sa discussion. I-share ko ulit yung PowerPoint natin. Okay, again, ayan. Enough of the examples of dilemma. At least masaya ako na naintindihan nyo na kung ano ang pinakaibig sabihin ng dilemma. So ito yung mahirap na sitwasyon kung saan ikaw ay pipili sa pagitan ng dalawang choices na hindi naman magbibigay sa iyo ng kagandahan. In fact, it will cause you harm or it will lead you to consequences. Katulad na lamang ng mga examples na ibinigay sa inyo ng mga kaklase ninyo kanina. Okay, because I heard yung example ng kaklase nyo about a family member in a hospital o para mas maintindihan nyo ang dilemma, ganito yon. Kapag ka may family member ka na comatose, for example, ang bumubuhay na lang sa kanya ay yung mga machines o life support. Kapag natanggalin mo ang mga yon ay mamamatay na rin siya or mawawalan na rin siya ng vitals. Okay, so papapiliin ka ng doktor, sasabihin niya sa iyo na pwede kayong mag-decide na alisin na natin yung mga nakakabit sa kanya para matapos na yung kanyang paghihirap kasi sasabihin ng doktor na it's already beyond medicine na hindi na talaga nila mapapagaling yung family member ninyo. For example, na sana hindi mangyari, no one wants to be in that very difficult situation. And then the second option is that, ayun, hindi nga tatanggalin yung mga life support niya, pero iuwi na siya. Papauwiin na siya kasi nga beyond medicine na yung condition ng family member ninyo. So hindi na siya ayaw na siya doon sa hospital or hindi na siya tatagal doon. Pinapauwi na sa bahay kasi sabi ng mga doktor, beyond their capacity, beyond medicine, wala na silang magagawa doon sa condition ng family member ninyo. So, two difficult situations pero kailangan mong mamili. So, kung yung isa, pag-aalisin mo na yung lifeline o di mamamatay. Doon sa isa naman, hindi nga mamamatay pero wala naman na kayo sa ospital, doon lang sa bahay. So, parang aantayin mo lang din siya na mamatay. So, things like that pertain to what we call dilemma. Okay, so dilemma is not simply choosing between playing Candy Crush or playing word hunt. So, hindi ganun yon. Kasi, di ba, may two choices ka, word hunt at Candy Crush. Pero, ang two choices naman na ito ay hindi mahirap. Kasi kahit na anong piliin mo doon, ay magbibigay pa rin sa'yo ng fun o kasiyahan. Alright, so I hope you understood dilemma. Hindi lang ito simpleng pagpili sa mga madadaling choices, pero pag sinabi nating dilemma, pagpili sa mga may hirap na choices. Alright, let's continue. In such cases, societal and personal ethical guidelines can provide no satisfaction outcome for the chooser. Right? Well, let's have an example here. Lindsay is a deeply religious person. Hence, she considers killing humans absolutely wrong. Unfortunately, it has found out that Lindsay is having an ectopic pregnancy. Teka, pasok ako. Hi, ma'am. Afternoon po. Hi, ma'am. Yes, po. Stop po ako. And I'll read to you, Lindsay is a deeply religious person, hence she considers killing humans absolutely wrong. Unfortunately, it is found out that Lindsay is having an ectopic pregnancy. As is well known, an ectopic pregnancy is a type of pregnancy that occurs outside the uterus, most commonly in the fallopian tubes. In other words, in ectopic pregnancy, the fetus does not develop in the uterus. Now, if this happens, the development of the fetus will definitely endanger the mother. Thus, if Lindsay continues with her pregnancy, then there is a big possibility that she will die. According to experts, the best way to save Lindsay's life is to abort the fetus, which necessarily implies killing the fetus. If you do not abort the fetus, then Lindsay as well as the fetus will die. So ano ang sitwasyon dito, class? Si Lindsay ay isang religious person. May mga pinapaniwalaan siya na moral at immoral na mga gawain. At isa sa mga pinapaniwalaan niya na ang pagpatay ay immoral na gawain. Dito sa sitwasyon na ito, siya ay nagbubuntis kaso meron siyang kondisyon kung saan kapag itinuloy niya yung kanyang pagbubuntis, maaari niyang ikapahamak. Kaya naman binigyan siya ng dalawang options. Ano itong dalawang options na ito? Una, i-abort niya yung baby para maligtas yung buhay niya. O pangalawa, hindi niya i-abort pero mapapahamak naman siya. So ano kaya ang gagawin ni Lindsay? Okay, in dilemma class, take note na doon sa latter part ng dilemma, sabi niya, kaya naman morality is involved here wherein the values of the person, the one who is deciding, is already involved. So yung sa decision making niya, sa pagpili sa dalawang options na kinakaharap niya, ang mga considerations niya dito ay yung kanyang values, yung kanyang beliefs, yung kanyang morality, yung kanyang ethics, etc. Okay, so kung napanood na ninyo class sa MMK dati, many years ago na, parang high school pa lang yata ako, napanood ko to sa MMK, yung nanay na may breast cancer tapos nabuntis siya. So hindi siya pwedeng mag-medication, hindi siya pwedeng mag-undergo ng chemotherapy at mag-medication nga para doon sa kanyang breast cancer, kasi kung gagawin niya yon, ikakapahamak ng baby dahil hindi naman lingid sa ating kaalaman na kapag buntis ang isang tao, may mga drugs o may mga gamot na hindi niya dapat i-take kung hindi mapapahamak yung baby. And what did the mother do? Anong ginawa niya? So binigyan siya ng choice, either ipa-abort niya para mag-medication siya at mag-under ng chemo, or ipagpatuloy niya yung pregnancy, pero ayun, lalala yung kanyang breast cancer kasi habang tumatagal, kumakalat yung cancer cells. Pero doon sa MMK class, ang pinili ng babae ay ipinagpatuloy niya yung pregnancy, at ipinanganak niya yung baby, tapos after noon, hindi pa naman siya patay. I don't know kung ano ng development na nangyari sa kanyang buhay ngayon, pero ang ending ng MMK na yon ay after niyang maipanganak yung baby, then saka siya nag-start na mag-medication. Na-feature din yun sa TV Patrol. O, sino sa inyo yung familiar sa story na yun? Raise your hand. Ay, grabe kayo Hindi pa naman ako matanda. Di high school ako, elementary kayo, ganon. Ayan, si Ferdinand. Baka napanood din niya. Alright. So, basta ganun yung thought. Alright? Okay. In the above example of a moral dilemma, Lindsay is faced with two conflicting options, namely either she resorts to abortion, which will save her life, but at the same time, jeopardizes her moral integrity, or does not resort to abortion but endangers her life as well as the fetus. Indeed, Lindsay is faced with a huge moral dilemma. Ayan. Alright? So kapag ka-dilemma yan, between two very difficult options, pag moral dilemma, kasama na yung morality ng isang tao sa pag-decide niya kung alin doon sa dalawang options yung pipiliin niya. Kaya tinawag na moral dilemma. Alright. Yan, dapat makarami tayo ng topic para ma-embear na kayo sa face-to-face natin. Diba? Estudyante ko kayo sa purposive com, tapos sa ethics, sabay-sabay na quiz yan. Charot lang. Hindi, sige. Purposive com muna, saka na lang ang quiz sa ethics. Pero dapat makarami na tayo ng lessons dito. Anyway, bakit hindi nagmo-move ang aking PowerPoint? Ayan. Okay, here are the three conditions criteria for moral dilemmas by Karen Allen. Number 1, the person or the agent of a moral action is obliged to make a decision about which course of action is best. Hence, the moral agent must choose the best option and act accordingly. Kung sa purposive communication natin, yung people involved in the communication, ang tawag sa kanila ay sender at receiver. Dito naman sa ethics natin, ang people involved in a moral dilemma ay tinatawag natin na moral agent. Ito, dapat ito ang naka-highlight, si moral agent. Si moral agent, yung tao na magde-decide kung alin sa dalawang mahirap na options yung pipilian niya. Number 2, There must be different courses of action to choose from. Hence, as already pointed out above, there must be 2 or more conflicting options to choose from for moral dilemmas to occur. Okay, so hindi lang dalawang difficult options ang pwedeng harapin ni moral agent, pero pwedeng more than that. It could be more than that. And number 3, no matter what course of action is taken, some moral principles are always compromised. This means that according to Allen, there is no perfect solution to the problem. Ayan nga, kasi nga kahit na anong piliin mo, meron at meron pa rin naman siyang consequence. So, for example, yung makajos na taong yon, pinili niya na buhayan yung bata. Dinasave niya yung faith niya sa aspect na bawal pumatay, bawal mag-abort. Pero, other principles are compromised. Ano yung mga pwede niyang na-compromise na principle? Sinasabi rin naman sa Biblia na kailangan mong alagaan ang iyong katawan. Ang iyong katawan, ituring mo yan na parang to what is our body compared na in the Bible? If I remember it right, parang it is compared to a church o
Templo.
Oo,
Templo.
tama, temple, diba? Talk about it. Sino itong nag-recite? Raise your hand.
Gracelyn po.
Gracelyn, can you talk about it? Our body is compared to a temple?
Ma'am, naalala ko lang dun sa subject na religion.
Okay, anyway, so ayun, tama yung sinabi ni Gracelyn. Kala ko church, temple pala. Ayan, so, Paro lang ba yun? Anyway, our body is compared to a temple wherein we have to take care of it. So yung hindi mo pag-abort sa bata, i-endanger mo yung sarili mo, then it's already negating the principle na sinasabi rin sa Biblia na kailangan natin alagaan ang ating sarili. Alright, so no perfect solution to the problem in a moral dilemma. Alright, so sana kabisaduhin nyo yan. Kapag mga ganitong principles, conditions, criteria, ang type of quiz natin dito ay either essay or true or false. Kaya hindi mo siya kailangan memorize, kailangan mo siyang intindihin, i-decipher, comprehend, understand. For this reason, according to Benjamin Labastine, the moral agent seems fated to commit something wrong, which implies that she is bound to morally fail because in one way or another, she will fail to do something which she ought to do. In other words, by choosing one of the possible moral requirements, the person also fails on others. Ayan. Okay, medyo paulit-ulit na tayo sa ating explanation kasi nandito na lahat sa PowerPoint. No need to elaborate further. All right, next. Aside from the 3 conditions, we also have 3 levels of moral dilemmas. After nito, we stop here kasi 10 minutes na lang. Number 1, 10 minutes na lang. Yeah, 10 minutes. Individual moral dilemmas occur within oneself. Kaya nga siya tinatawag na individual kasi it only occurs within yourself, within you. Ayan, hindi siya nag-involve ng ibang moral agents. Ikaw lang mismo yung moral agent. Hindi siya nag-involve ng other participants. So one's battle between 2 or more moral standards or values. Example, yung kanina. Okay, number 2, organizational moral dilemmas. Wherein it occurs, sir. Opo. 2 to 3, 3 to 4. Pero okay lang mag-break ako mamaya bago ako mag-start sa 3. Yan yung sa curriculum. Ay, BHEad. Sige po. Class, sige, we stop here ha. Anyway, marami naman tayong na-discuss. Yung 10 minutes ninyo, please spend it on, yung mga hindi pa nakapanood, please do so. Panoorin niyo yung video lecture. Tapos dito, pwede kayong mag-research muna at read on your own muna ng mga materials na pwede nyo makita sa Google. Okay, so that is it for this afternoon muna class. I will not ask for a photo opportunity kasi meron kaming emergency meeting. Have a very good afternoon class. Medyo good vibes tayo. Magandang discussion na pero next time. Goodbye. Have a good afternoon. Again, ako agad class ha.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, thank you din po, ma'am.
Kasi
Thank you, ma'am.